I love these guys. I love these guys.
He's not smiling and laughing.
All right, so
they played Pudge.
It's so Zai played Pudge early.
And Batrider doesn't mind that. He's like, I'll stick you 3 times, I hit you once, and all of a sudden you've got 100 health. And that's exactly what's happening right now, is that Nisha's just getting bullied.
And what little CS he is getting is all being funneled into getting himself more regen so he can actually go back to lane. But we can see Nisha, that regen may not be enough here as he's going to be chased down by the Batrider and he's dead. Just like that, and it's going to be first blood.
And that's why like these kinds of teamfight lineups often falter because that's all they can do. Like at some point you're going to lose out as the game progresses on, but the reason why I think LGD's lineup is quite nice too is because I feel like they can always fight. And they do have a late game condition.
Bane gonna be in some trouble here. X-Nova, nice! That was a beautiful setup from Chalice, who walked downwards to specifically make sure he got the double stun on Yapzor as well. The sleep is gonna be able to stop that TP away. They're gonna lead him sleep to make sure they get enough damage out of X-Nova. Now the flyby coming in from the Phoenix doesn't actually hit the Tusk, but they don't need him. It looks like they're just gonna leave it to X-Nova to get that kill. The double damage on FY now starts putting its work to Midwan, forcing him back as well.
Where you're going to respawn.
2 health bars to work with here that he can't actually just chase away that maybe Batrider. Chalice gonna go for it here as FY follows up with the Fire Spirits. They sleep the Tusk and just continue to focus on mid one as fast as possible, pressuring this core, track him inside with the shards. That was a beautiful play from the rest of LGD. Keep giving him so much regen. It played out in the combat. Now he can just go right back to King Fuck Hill. He's going to be able to get in the top lane. Chalice pulled in by the hook. Goes for the Sandstorm, but they have the vision. Fortunately, he has the Burrow Strike to be able to jump to the other side of the trees. And because it's a level 1 hook, it's a long cooldown. Zai will not so easily be able to catch Chalice unless he just runs him down underneath the trees. Yapzor stuns him for a second. Chalice did not expect that at all. He didn't expect Zai to just run at him like that.
Yeah, Zai.
He's gonna go for more? Is he really? No, there's not the range. He doesn't have it.
I think that he thought there was any way he was gonna die. He's like, oh, well, they've blown their hook.
Yeah.
Then Zai just kind of ran at him and he died. And they're gonna do the same right now to the Phoenix. They know that Zai is on a cooldown. This should be another flesh deep.
Yeah, pretty easy.
That's another flesh heap stack added. He's already up to 2. He's got 4 bonus strength, 11 HP regen a second. And they're even gonna find X-Nova down here.
Brain Sap to give him a little health. Nisha waiting to take the kill because he needs that gold.
At this point, it's like a free gloves of haste. Like 2 free gloves of haste. It's actually 40.
Batrider flies on in, runs right into a punch. This is that frontliner. Look at that. That Tusk Snowball dodging the Burrow Strike. They're still going to try and chase down maybe here, but they're slowed down by the Phoenix. Oh, that's not the hook he wanted. Fortunately, he still has the Icarus dive. Gets the Fire Spirits onto Maybe. Maybe's taking out bit by bit here. Nisha will ensure the kill here. FY still being chased down by Zai as well. These heroes are just too tanky to fight. Yeah.
You know, I don't play 2, 5, or 4. I play Dota. And that's always been, I think, his core concept of making sure that everyone can be enabled at some point, including himself.
Speaking of Poppy, he is in trouble here. Snowballs at the last second, knowing that he's just going to be pulled deeper back in, but it is at least going to force LGD a little bit more time.
Like, Poppy's got 92 gold, man. Come on. Just, you can pick up 1 pack of dust. And he does indeed for his team. As he already has a point booster.
Oh, look at that. LGD, big advantage of the bounty rune, says it was even for 5 minutes. Burrow Strike on to Zai. Look at how tanky he is, though. And the damage is ticking on a Chalice. Fortunately, he managed to dodge that meat hook coming out. And now they're going to fly away from the Supernova, not trying to protect it at all.
A large majority of his CS this game comes from the early game that he was able to win so hard.
Okay, they've got the dust this time. Can't believe Maybe just tried that.
Look, Yapzor, this is positive
Defiance Vanguard.
Look at this. Ame, he catches them both with a sleep.
Oh, the hook's gonna miss. The Epicenter's gonna come in. Chalice immediately goes in, gets the Burrow Strike. The 5 position that you just blew your entire combo for. That was not the team fight that
is how LGD's treating this game. LGD's like, Ame, we have, no matter what our item situation looks like, we have...
No, there was going to be a Fiend's Grip on Puppy.
Okay.
It was just 2 minutes delayed, that's all. Are you going to have to lasso him too? Yes, you are.
Got him.
You can't let him snowball. Nice hook snag there from Zai. The sleep is going to go down, though. Okay, don't wake him up, though. Oh, Nisha stops the TP. X-Nova will not make it out.
That's another stack. That's 10 now. Dude, everyone's just getting... This is the ideal scenario of how your lineup can potentially look.
When Zai doesn't win his lane and successfully rotates. Oh, he's gonna get caught. That was not the Icarus dive, unfortunately, but he didn't have any options, to be honest. Top lane, off lane jungle. That's the only place for me.
Oh, the hook does whiff.
Chalice in a good position. Epicenter coming in from behind. They're going to be able to get the two-man throw strike. The follow-up here from the maybe is going to be able to get the lasso to pull back the Drill Ranger. All important that they get this kill. The Supernova Aghanim definitely stuns him up. That Aghanim does go off. Unfortunately, the illusions help tank so much damage there. A hook comes out from Zai, able to pull the Batrider in. The Drill Ranger is still alive somehow. They blew everything to be able to kill mid-1, and he's not dead yet. Finally, he will go down as the Nagaside illusions will help finish off this case. But Secret is looking plenty strong. The Zug will look for this fight as the BKB wears out from Nishan now, but it runs over Chalice. They're going to be left with this tier 3 and this bottom lane of Rax as LGD has clearly run out of steam. They threw everything they had to be able to kill that True Ranger, and there's nothing left after.
And Secret, as a result, they're saying to themselves, guys, they literally used everything that they have. There's no team fight left. Then at this point, they have LGD is separated from their base. They're going to have to just mass TP back. And meanwhile, Secret's going to be able to get so much damage in. Oh, that's too fast.
Maxed out agility. He's doing 300 damage a hit.
That's so fast.
A billion times a second. Melee Rack's already gone. LGD couldn't even formulate a defense in time.
I mean, they all started coming back pretty quickly as soon as they realized what was going to happen. And
yeah. What is this? We're going to have the Bane run into Zai, potentially. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, though. It's going to take him so long to kill Zai that Secret may try and fight around him here. Sure enough, the Fiend's Grip with the Enfeebled is going to be a very long one, but Puppy comes in with a snowball save. The Epicenter's going to come in, manage to get the stun onto 2 of them. They're just going to crowd looking fight. This is looking fantastic for LGD. The first time they're maybe going to win a fight here. BKB goes down. The silence now, Luna ultimate, a great silence after the Bane. He's trying to limp away, but here comes Nisha. Make sure he gets blown up. The Supernova on the right-hand side. Nisha pops BKB, focuses down. Again, the Phoenix just not able to accomplish anything in these engagements. The song goes out. Now the BKBs are wearing away for LGD, or Secret rather.
oh, look at Ame too. It's a reset. To go back to hitting creeps because there's still 5 seconds left on his TP. This is going to be the other Rax being taken, and FY. I mean, he was just done with this game. Couldn't really do anything about it. 2, 5, and 4. Never really felt his impact, like you said. But you never really felt the impact of any of LGD's heroes. And it's so weird considering...
Once you throw that lift and he's going to phase drums after you or something, he's going to look to just chase you down.
Okay.
But I think the core-to-core matchup, much as how Lifestealer would suffer against him,
Orchid before he can pick up Linken's or Manta, your hero will always feel somewhat effective against him.
Well, that timing's going to be particularly important. They're going at it once again in this bottom lane. The Fate Bolt is slowing down some of the damage from the Ursa, but the swipes are building up, and that is going to be your first blood for X-Nova. Sure enough, Zai is...
Maybe he's picked up both the runes in this game. Like, that helps the matchup a lot.
You're going to see... Maybe he's going to try and go for this kill onto Nisha, has the haste rune. Now Nisha is actually battling with him, but the Fairy Fire popped. Nisha realizing he can't actually take this battle anymore. Bottle Charge is going to help him out a little bit more. Top lane, a big hit from the Enchant Totem is just enough to secure the kill onto Puppy. They're going to trade out the 2 supports here in the top.
Press her.
Okay, early medallion.
Yeah. Oh, bounty runes? You really need to
fight over it. LGD do manage to snag that one away. Ame grabs it away from the Pudge. He's going to pay for it with his life potentially, but first he's going to be able to kill Zai. Now the TP in from Chalice with the Shackles onto the Witch Doctor. That should be a second kill here as a great Sprout walks him in. Puppy is able to eat through 2 of the trees. One hit is a high ground miss, or there's the Ether Shock. Will be able to finish off the kill. 4-2 now to the favor of LGD.
And he made him use half of his Tangos.
That's also true. That's 60 gold down the drain.
Puppy's poor already, man. Like that, every bit matters. He's got 12 gold on him.
What's his net worth at right now? What is that percentage-wise? That's 60 gold. Easy camp and X-Nova making sure that mid-1 can't farm this mid-camp so easily either. Gets a little damage onto Puppey. The Maledict goes on to FY though, and they're going to try and punish this. Mid one doesn't have the stun, but Yapzor is here, and they've already got the damage on FY. He's going to take out. That's why FY turns around, goes for the Fisher to see if he can bail out Xnova, but Xnova's not going to make it away either. They try and stop mid one.
The net worth?
He could take bottom as well. They're in a really good position. The Ursa's forced back Zai. They've got a Siege Wagon still alive here, and they've got the wraparound with the Shackles now onto Zai. Look at the Fury Swipes go with now the Enrage up. Ame makes even shorter work coming in. This is looking like LGD do not need any assistance in taking bottom.
Yeah, and they are doing such a good job.
Oh, FY, he's really trying to pressure this area, really trying to make sure the Alchemist isn't free farming, but they gotta be more careful and not just giving away these kills. Looks like FY is gonna indeed take out for the Maledict here. They may be able to get a counter kill on a Puppey. They need the right kind of Treant rocks, but unfortunately, that round of Treants did actually die. Puppey, let's go for the TP out, and should be successful over to bottom lane. Zai being chased, a massive difference. This is what it looks like when Zai is not able to have that kind of good game, good laning phase. He's not gonna have much of an impact in this game at this point.
Yeah, and it looks like they want to go on him again as, I mean, was hiding in the tree line, but they're doing everything they can to shut him down. They even denied the catapult as a team. But look over here as mid one in the jungle, farming all of this up. The long jump in.
Long jump, maybe. He's got to pull it back and blow him up.
And this is going to be a large part of the creep.
They're not in a good position to fight right now, so it looks like this mid tower could die. But Alchemist is not going to give it up without a fight. Mid one now comes in. Throws out the acid, the paralyzing cast, gonna bounce between only heroes here with a Maledict on it. Charles is in trouble. He goes to the Sprout, wanted to TP away, but didn't have great cast from Puppey. Secures a kill, protects that mid tier 1 tower. 10-minute bounty runes though. Zai, he's gonna give up his life to ensure one of them here, but he's gonna feed Ame again.
I really take mid tower into Roche.
Yeah.
You've taken top tower. Secret are going to be very hard pressed to defend that, even if they know that it's up. Top lane.
Xnova was trying to hide in the trees, popped out at the wrong time here.
Zai makes his way over, he just saunters, he's like,
Radiance is coming in so close. If they could delay it another minute or so, it would be a big win. But Yapzor has positioned himself. He's going to run to the smoke first. Now, he may be caught. They're going to roll in for the Storm Tier. Neely gets hexed up, actually. Now he's going to be bit by Zai, but Zai is not strong enough to kill a Storm Tier in that small window of time. Ame quickly helps get that kill. They're going to be able to run down the Witch Doctor as well. LGD to completely take over this jungle area, and they still find Nisha as well. Nisha dies.
Oh, that should not have happened.
Definitely should not.
What they're hoping to find, because if they just run into the Ursa with Aegis, they're hoping that he tries to go for the bounty rune, and that's in fact going to be
bounty rune time. They are going to be able to grab 2 here, and are they just going to leave Zai? I think they are. They're going to try to do some damage to Ame, but this is a disaster for Secret now. It turned as a desperate smoke to be able to secure 2 bounty runes, and it turns against them.
They see mid one. They want him.
They want him real badly. Xnova,
they've got wards
trying to make his way through creeps, just drops the wards. The spot mid one any way they can to make sure he's not teleporting out, and they will be able to get that kill. Now, Yapzor did steal Ball Lightning, so
it's so scary. You have no vision. You're sort of just walking in blind, but because you're an Aegis Ursa, that doesn't die very easily to any of their heroes.
Oh, good hook. Thanks to the ward, they're going to be able to catch Xnova, who turns around immediately, shackles up Nisha. Nisha is actually in a lot of trouble here, taking so much damage. The Echo Slam comes out from M1. They need a little bit more, and that'll be enough. They get Nisha. An Echo Slam stolen by Yapzor that doesn't do a ton of damage. FY's a little bit low with the Maledict. He will actually tick out here, but now here comes Maybe. Zai's already dead. Puppey's standing and fighting against Ame, but now he's going to fall. Yapzor can't make it out alive either. That's 4 dead from Team Secret, and now they've spotted mid one, who has the Spirit Vessel on him. He's not regenning at all. He's going to pop the Shrine near the end of this. A desperate maneuver for a desperate team and a desperate player, but Secret are going to get wiped.
Anyways.
And I love this series tells the story of these differing ideas of strategy and when it looks good and what it looks like when it goes bad.
Oh yeah, for sure. And right now we're seeing like what it can look like, at least in the mid game, because I still Alk, he can't fight. You have a Pudge, he's level 6. What is anybody going to do right now?
Blink away to the high ground. Secret are instead going to go for Chalice's Furion, but there is going to be the Fisher slowing things down. Zai does manage to grab the Shadow Shaman. Xnova's in a little bit of trouble. He will end up going down, but maybe he's already killed 2 of the supports, and now he's going for Zai, leaving him for last here with the double damage. That'll help him get the kill. Double for Maybe.
Maybe's got a do.
I mean, Tsunami said past 35 minutes. Game goes past 35 minutes. Secret is won.
I think it's a bit longer than that.
Well, we're just optimistic thinking. Poor Puppey dies again.
I think it's like probably 45.
Yeah.
And then the Storm and the Ursa will really fall off. Like, if they haven't taken Rax by then, I think things are rough.
What happened here? Poor Nova got pulled in by Zai.
It's one of those, like, 80-20 games. 90-10 at this point.
Yeah.
It would require LGD to have to mess up to lose this.
Well, maybe this is going to be a mess up. They get the chain disable, and he's not going to be able to pop the cheese. That's a big kill. And maybe is struggling to be able to get anything. And no, he challenged. He TP'd into this thinking this was going to be a good fight, but now the Glimmer Cape's not going to save him. The Sprout might be able to do. He goes for the teleport out, but he gets hit by the stun. The TP gets stopped. That is 2 cores dead. And a shout. Waiting for the third Roshan? Are you waiting for 35, 37 minutes to push high ground? Kind of a little bit close on the timeline here, right? As we're going to have a long jump in. They're going to be able to catch Nisha for the moment. They managed to get the silence off on him, but now the Maledict on maybe in a lower mana pool may force him back, especially with the Shrine keeping Puppey alive right now. They do manage to get the silence. 30 seconds on that Aegis, maybe, was trying to make a team fight happen out of it. Zai actually goes for the pull onto Ame. Ame turns around, immediately pops BKB. Echo Slam inside. Alchemist is actually going to stun himself here as well. That'll be the death of Midwan and the death of Zai, it looks like, as well, as maybe pushes forward. 12 seconds on that Aegis. He's either going to get the regen or he's going to lose this life somewhere deep inside of Secret Space. FY jumping in, trying to finish off this punch, but he's not dead yet. Finally, he takes down Chalice, was able to get the kill off the Wrath of Nature. FY gets turned around on by Nisha.
And they're holding
BKB. They're going to be able to finish off the Serpent Wards too, so... okay, maybe. He got the fresh regen off the Aegis, so he is able to just jump in with his full mana pool, kill one of the supports. Puppey's still alive, does manage to get off the cast to help Nisha. Spirit Vessel's on Nisha, but he does successfully get back. Look at him, he's actually sticking around to make sure Puppey is going to join him inside the fountain, but it is still LGD owning the base at this point. 6 seconds now for the down. A tier 3 to fall, probably a melee Rax as well.
No.
Oh, no.
Nah, man. Alex back. This top of that, you just finished a Hex on a Chalice.
Really big. Look at this setup. Secret are invading into the jungle right now. As the Bounty Runes are about to spawn, and LGD need to be careful. Ame's actually going to try and go for the kill. He gets Telekinesis first. The pullback of the hook is going to be able to save Yapsor for a moment, but long range and snares keeping Yapsor stuck. Ame is able to get that kill. And now with the extra members being brought in, such as Chalice, Secret.
So you traded Yapsor for a BKB charge on Ursa? I'd say that's not terrible.
And a lot of tier 3 damage in the top lane. It looks like Puppey is also going to be dying here. Midwan does manage to get the stun onto the Storm, which forces him back.
No.
Oh, shit, I just assumed you were talking about Storm.
Oh, wait. That tells me a lot. Nah, dude, I'm trying not to. This bottom lane, though, this push, I don't think this is easily defendable, but Midwan's going to go.
I can't believe Secret's really going for it. I thought they were just going to stay in the high ground. They're going to go for it. Puppey is immediately going to be targeted here. The Echo Slam a little bit too late. The BKB went down from Nisha, and Nisha tries to kill FY, but he had the cheese, so he's going to be able to keep himself alive a little bit longer. Scepter goes down. They had the concoction, slowing down this Ursa as much as possible, but Zai will eventually die. Still, though, the two carries of Nisha and Midwan aren't going at it, and they are able to kill one of the supports, but now Nisha gets ripped apart between the Spirit Vessel and Ame's damage. That was an insane amount. Get Ame, but they gotta get out of here. They gotta stop Ame from being able to blink away. Nisha will stay on top of him. No Aegis for him. He's gonna come back in his second life. They're gonna get some instant damage. They have the Acid as well as the Dismember from Zai to make sure that BKB's not gonna do a whole lot. But now look at Storm. He zips back in, gets the Rubik. He sees a very low Alchemist as well at half HP with the Spirit Vessel on him. He's not regenerating at all, and he can't actually get off the concoction. He dies. Zai's up next, and they have no buybacks whatsoever. This is looking like the end for Team Secret. They did not get caught with them down.
I'm so surprised they decided to take that fight. I was thinking to myself, like, this seems pretty low percentage, and you saw they were trying to all in on the Storm there, but, you know, he felt so comfortable in this game that he didn't get a single defensive item. He's like, I'm not dying, guys. Storm has so much armor. He's got 30 armor in this game, 2.5k health. If you don't instantly lock him down, this is what happens. Puppey feeds himself away too. They're getting doubled up on in terms of kills, and their greedy lineup was definitely punished.
LGD looking very good with the similar kind of strategy of game one, but executed a lot differently. Different heroes as well. A more active, I would say, carry in Storm Spirit, like, compared to the Naga Siren, who just really couldn't get into the fights ever.
Yeah, and this is what it looks like when Greed gets punished. Picking the out after the morphs and the heroes that they have, you will not
Spirit Vessel. Okay, we're going to have the meat hook to be able to pull back that Alchemist. Apparently Secret's going to be able to defend to the bitter end here, even though they've been mega. There's no tier 4 up. Zai's going to end up dying here. The Echo Slam's going to ensure the Alchemist doesn't make it out alive either. Puppey right outside of his fountain. It's not even safe. Nisha comes in to make sure he's going to join the rest of his team in the grave as they're going to call GG here for game 2. Maybe even trying to dive Yapzor, but fortunately the throne dies before Yapzor does. LGD does indeed.
And have some people that he could blow up before they get their essential skills off. Anything you thinking, Tsunami, for that last snipe?
It's actually going to pop the Tango.
So our top lane is the Furion matched up against Puppey in mid 1. The Monkey King and Witch Doctor, respectively. They're going to turn around, get a paralyzing cast, actually bounces back to him somehow. Chalice was barely still in range, and this means he should die here to the final swing of mid 1. Blinks back just in time to escape death.
It's not even that bad, though. Maybe he's doing perfectly fine. He's hit every stun.
Another stun, another follow-up from the Fisher, and very little Yapzor can do to stop all this harassment.
Let me say, he's literally hit every stun on him. And Nisha's got to be careful here. He's just dead.
Okay.
He,
They still got the rune, and they still managed to fill up the bottle. I feel like that's the real important part for LGD. Chalice in trouble. Good body blocking there from Puppey. Now follows up with a paralyzing cast. No bounces, but still with the Maledict and Boundless Strength. Chalice is going to drop dangerously low. Now Xnova. Well, he's not going to try and stop it because he has no spell. Yeah.
LGD haven't been able to do the same to Zai, who's just pulling out the side lane, farming it up with the Sandstorm. Ame doesn't look like he can necessarily stop that quite yet, as the Sentry looks like...
Fisher out, but there's going to be the paralyzing cast to be able to stop the follow-up. So look at that, they telekinesis him onto the other side of the Fisher. The same Fisher. Nisha is lane.
I mean, your real win condition in this game is not the Monkey King, despite him having a very good lane. It's going to be the Anti-Mage. The cool thing about heroes like AM and Spectre are they're like this all-encompassing hero that you know the condition lies
Fisher
on that.
Lock in. Mid-1 needs to be able to hide in the trees. He actually does have his ultimate, though. He'll be able to pop this now. Gets the extra armor. Turnaround. Also gets a Boundless Strike that's going to be able to kill one support. Next, Nova is going to limp away very low. Mid-1 will be able to catch the other one, too. That's a double kill for him. What a big turnaround. A 3 against 1.
The crazy balance of being on Secret is you never know like how greedy it's going to be.
Yapzor. Fisher's going to come out eventually here, or maybe not. Yapzor managed to juke long enough, so instead they're going to go for Puppey. As the Fisher block, gets it pretty solidly. Puppey, no way out here. Just turns to get whatever damage he can. Mid-1's actually going to jump in here, trying to go for FY. Gets 3 stacks, Boundless Strike to be able to finish up that Jingu Mastery, and goes back.
That's how it should be, right? It's like, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah. You don't get to just rest on your laurels. Look at OG. You don't get to just win TI and then come back, be the most dominant team in the game. That's for sure.
Oh, that's
good burst strike from Zai from low ground to high. Helps them get the kill. Secret just pulling a lot of numbers together. They are willing to group up, it seems, to be able to make these lanes go a little bit better for them. Zai now running into FY. It seems like this grouping up, now rotating Zai and mid-1 together to bottom lane. It's working out incredibly well, getting multiple kills. Now being able to force Ame back. Ame is actually going to turn into a Sand King here. Burrow Strike gets Burrow struck though. Turns back into a Morphling. Fights back Zai as well as mid-1. Maybe it's his turnaround as Ame is going to go for it. And it does actually burst down the Monkey King. Zai is quite low. Doesn't actually get spotted inside the Sandstorm. Has to make his way out of here though. Gets hit by the stun of Ame.
Honestly,
Not much.
This game just comes down to like, does Nisha get a lot of farm? If so, they can win this game, no problem. Because you don't want to play against, as Leshrac, against an anti-mage. With, they don't really have BKB piercers. Oh, problem. Oh,
maybe he's dead again, and you know...
That don't have natural counters. Plus, like, once they do get BKBs, it's really hard, I think, for...
Wait, who wants to speed up the game?
I think LGD wants to speed up. I think that Secret are just going to keep doing the mid-1 show, hop him around on the trees, get
Boundless Strike, stun, X-Nova. Trying to get away, he's dead.
Yeah, just keep doing this. This is what I wanted last game. I know I kept memeing with you. I was like, they need to pick Monkey King or they lose. And then they last picked Alk. And you're like, is it a good Monkey King game? I was like,
oh, Oh, Zai! All this. That's just going to speed up exponentially once he gets the Battle Fury, then the Yasha. 15-minute bounty runes are coming up. Secret. Yapsor is going to be in trouble here. Held in by X-Nova's Purge and then followed up with a stun of the Lush. Does have his Blink Dagger. And he almost has level 2 Epicenter too. Which is, I feel like a pretty important level for Sand King to give him the solo kill potential. Ame actually did get the top bounty rune as well, so that's LGD grab. Oh. I mean, you can't really go Battle Fury builds. You want a Diffusal, right?
I want a Diffusal. Oh, you're just dead, X-Nova.
Yeah. He's going to save himself with his ultimate, but that's... don't think that's going to do a whole lot. The False Promise is going to wear out of it.
The fire is real strong over his head.
Yeah. There's a big push from...
They're smoked up, making their way right now to mid one, and if he gets Yule Sceptered up...
Yule Scepter to lead things off, follow up with the Sun. Look at that, the setup by the Purge from X-Nova. It does mean that... okay, there goes the burst damage.
Don't worry, man.
They were missed a little bit of it, but
they were killing him.
That Wrath of Nature comes through. Average team, so it does go to show that Nisha's farm was...
And look at that, Ame's... or maybe he's number 1. Well, he was for like 2 seconds. But he's still very good in net worth.
Nice job being able to get off Magic Immunity as best he can, but in the end it is too much. Or not burn mana, so he can
do more damage.
So that AM can do more damage.
It's really confusing, right?
Yeah,
because I figured Diffusal would have been perfect this game.
Yeah, dude. I mean, especially with Leshrac, you're never going to burn all of Leshrak's mana. Chalice is going to be in some trouble here as he gets caught in bottom lane. X-Nova tries to show up to save him, tries to get off the False Promise, but Zai was perfect with the Burrow Strikes off of Oracle's terrible ass spell names. Fate's Edicts. Come on, man. Oh, Zai is going to be able to catch Chalice here. The Fissure kind of separates the two, but Chalice has already taken up too much damage. He's going to fall here.
Nature's Prophet, like, I think he is a straight-up great hero.
Yeah.
Tier 1 for sure. But if you're behind on him, you're not team fighting. They're going to go
an Echo Slam straight up. They're just going to blow everything they have to be able to kill mid one. He's one of the biggest team fighters. Now they can just run over the rest. His Pumpy's going to be caught inside the Sprout. He's dead. Last second, he throws out the Paralyzing Cast to make sure there's not too much of a pursuit as his allies retreat and Team Secret.
That was a disaster, Cap.
Yeah.
He hit the perfect Echo and Zai just whiffed. Let me just try to fix that problem up real quick.
And this will help catch these they're 3 mobile, hyper-mobile cores. Sand King, Animage, and Monkey King. Now, they are behind this Leshrac, so they're going to try and save him here. The Fissure actually keeps Leshrac in position. They're going to go for the False Promise quickly onto this Leshrac, but there's so many secret heroes, and none of them are really dying to this magic damage. It looks like this Lesh will get blown up. 3 dead from LGD.
Get the Echo onto the Monkey King, they burst him. But in situations like that, it's going to just look where AM is dominant.
Witch Doctor? Dead. And, oh, look at that. Ame turning into the Monkey King to be able to get the Boundless Strike long range onto mid one. That is not, like, heroes that focus on long sustained team fights so much. They just want to be able to burst somebody down. That AM's not going to drop bottom lane. Look at the jump in from Zai. With the illusions out from the Animage, they'll make short work of Chalice, who's had a rough go of it. And now X-Nova's dead as well. Zai cancels his TP, realizing that support could not handle the illusions. Maybe he's going to try and go for Zai here, but is he going to die for the illusions as well?
Oh my god!
LGD! What's happening? Don't lose like this!
Zai's just set up camp. Didn't realize he was dying in like 2 seconds. He has the full DPS.
So his 14-second faster Battle Furies turned into a 7-minute faster Scotty. The jump into the back line. Chalice is dead. Once again, FY has already been neutralized, controlled up by Yapsor. It just seems to get worse and worse. And now X-Nova, okay. He tried to go for the disarm on Denisha, but...
I'm pretty sure Secret should just go for Roche. Game would look the exact same right now.
Yeah. Lincolns will help protect him, but not enough. There's so many disables coming his way. Telekinesis is enough to finish him off. And now Nisha jumps forward onto maybe as well. This game just turns on a dime so quickly. Secret go from biding their time to now dominating LGD inside of their own base underneath the tier 4s. LGD has not had 5 heroes alive for the last 2 minutes.
I can't believe that
everybody keeps on getting picked off and dying.
Would you guys, who would like to walk into the sandstorm next? Then. So at least we figured out what team everyone's gonna flame. You know what? It was a back and forth affair. Game 1, game 2.
Yeah.
One team is correct. History only cares about the winners, folks. That is what Dota has taught me. And right now, that is about to be Team Secret.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of room for flame here. LGD did not lose in the most graceful of ways, Blitz.
They did not, Cap.
This was a fine game up until about 5 minutes ago.
That was crazy. I just saw like 4 people walking up Sandstorm and just passed.
Oh, man's gonna go for it, trying to kill Puppey. Doesn't actually have enough burst damage. Now telekinesis, he's out of mana. False promise goes down. That's why Nisha immediately just turns up. No, but he blocks back the spell to stun Ame with his own shotgun. And now Nisha is gonna try and run him down. There's gonna be stun from the Leshrac to make sure that Ame gets home safely. He did have a mana void up for Nisha, but did not want to blink forward and throw the game. Instead, wants to finish off the second lane of Rax.
And this is all without the Aegis. This is when you know you're ahead.
Yeah. When
Tier 1 teams are playing against each other and everyone just forgoes Roshan and no one cares about it whatsoever. That's how you know.
One hopping around in trees, just making sure that no one from LGD is going to dive into the pit and upset the current balance. Fisher, mid one, Echo Slam as well. He does get picked off, and they also find Yapzor. Chalice not feeling too confident about that. As they heard the Roshan go down, they're going to try and retreat, but Chalice is not going to be so lucky. The Ult Scepter from Zai able to stop him for a strike to make sure AM has his way.
Hey, bottom, I don't know if I want to call that a pick-off. He just kind of stunned and right-clicked him once. And
He just casted his spells.
the Sandstorm Trap, I mean, apparently it's got some weird magnetic pull where everybody just wants to walk into it, but they did.
Level 25 on Nisha as well.
You got the Lincolns, by the way, so that you can't just steal the... You can't just run
Zai immediately burrow strike, nullifier onto the Leshrac. He's going to be in trouble. Mid one takes that time to get off the Wukong's command. Fortunately, there was a small little gap where Leshrac was able to get out of that Wukong's command. Fisher block in. Oh, back line immediately. The AM tries to go for the Oracle. Doesn't actually get it. The epicenter jump in from Zai. Big amount of burst damage. That'll be enough to finish off the Morphling, as well as go to the back line and grab Chalice. Nobody has buyback here on the side of LGD, so it's just FY and maybe.
Oh, mid one's dancing on him.
Just watch.
He's dancing on him.
Styling on PSG.LGD. That's a different kind of dance. That is not an entrancing one.
Look at that. He's pinging himself. He wants his team to know what's going on.
What a way to end the game. LGD, they did manage to push it to a game.